Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back, next match Cross-Banlist Cup. So let's take a look. This is a good one. Back at Group F. Both, I'm a little bit hesitant, but I think both these decks can definitely still move through to the top 16 cutoff, right? Monarchs might be an iffy one, depends on the matchup of, our against Gendora x FDK. But Adamancipators, that definitely might be possible if it wins this one, or, has many or enough points. So which deck has the advantage? Monarchs, as you know, definitely want to go first. I'm honest, this kind of feels like the matchup of a couple of years ago, where it was like, it was a 2020 format, Infernal Knights featuring Smoke Grenade. If you're going second against that deck, very similar to Adamancipator, you're probably not winning that. You're not, at least your deck can't break boards. And let's say if you have something like Maxi, okay, but still, what's that going to do? Your opponent can put up multiple negations, and if they're able to stop Stormfort, what can you do, right? So against something like that, there isn't really anything you can do. So I really wanted to go first, and I do, so that's important. So I still have a chance. Hopefully I don't break. And this hand eventually turned out really well. So get out Erebus and, Pantheism for an extra draw. I think I draw another Monarch trap. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure, is the Adamancipator deck main decking answers for Domain? I think so. There is the, the level 4 that puts something face down. Tackle Crusader, that's the name. I think that's an out, right? If the tribute monster is face down. Is there another out? I believe Duster. No, is Adamancipator main decking Duster? I'm not sure. But anyway, so I have Prime, and you know that the gimmick trick with Prime is that with the Prime as a trap, so put back 2 Monarch spells and traps to the deck to draw 1, you can like use the effect, target 2 Monarch spells in your grave, or traps, whatever, and then use a Prime in the graveyard to banish one of those 2 targets, and then only one will be sent back to the deck, and you can still get a draw. So that's like the resource management, that's really great. If you actually need, the beneficial tribute. So I'll go second, and I think I only side-decked in double Veiler and double Maxi, even, knowing that, going second, knowing that it's probably not going to matter too much. So no hand traps, so I guess I could save us some time and scoop it up here, but, who knows. I was about to say the deck might brick, but Block Dragon, that just never breaks, right? And especially, like Prime 2020 format, COVID format, where the deck had access to Helki into Linkross, it was just so consistent. But like going second, what are my options? I already have Stormfort as a potential board breaker, but the problem is that the Adamancipator deck can definitely end on like Herald, Dweller as well, which is fantastic, prevent Pantheism from banishing itself. So that's a potential second copy of Stormfort that will not be searched, will not be added to the hand. So I guess this is just going to be a losing battle. Plus Dragite also hits the board. Masquerina, I guess, for Unicorn to prevent, well, yeah, it might be important for the Prime Monarch, right? That could be important, but so use Stormfort, the activation is negated. I think I can use a second, but the activation is again getting negated, and Maxi, always the 6th card, but yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. So okay, game number 3, post side deck again. I side decked in Scoldings, again somewhat popular together with Solemn Judgment. As you know, Scolding is like, what is it, pay 3k to negate everything from your opponent, like Solemn Judgment, very similar. So I definitely need that to protect me against here, Storm, Tackle Crusader, or something like that. So this is why Testalos was so good. Going first, get a peek at your opponent's hand and discard the Lightning Storm. So here I was like, okay, I should be in a very good position. There are outs here. A potential out, I think, again, would have been a Tackle Crusader, but Scolding should have been able to negate that, right? Like Tackle Crusader suiciding and then potentially putting Testalos face down. Right? I think that would have been an out if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so get more tributes on board, and I feel that the only out here is I have Scolding, so no second Lightning Storm. Pankratops is definitely still an out to get rid of Domain or the tribute on the field, right? Then again, Scolding is there. Yeah, well, what are you going to do here? You know, Block Dragon in defense, you can't use your extra deck. I have a Majesty's Fiend ready for next turn. Ether is being dropped. I'm definitely not going to, you know, send away the Block Dragon. Kuras for some extra draws. Yeah, whatever, doesn't really matter too much. And yep, this should be, and finally, you know, I'm able to drop the Idea. Never drop your Idea if you have other options. You don't want to get hand trapped. So again, going second in game number 4, and no Maxi, no Veiler, so I can pretty much scoop this one up. But I mean, who knows, the deck might brick, but I mean, as you see, there is just so many... I mean, if you have like a 1/1 tuner plus the Granite, you can just search Block Dragon and that's basically game, right? Especially with Link Cross, you can end on with those multiple negations. So here in my head I was like, okay, we're just going into a game number 5, and I just need to hope that my hand is very similar to the third game, as in preferably not a normal summon, no Idea, no Eidos, that can be hand trapped. Imperm? Are there Imperms? Not sure. Pantheism to set up Prime, so Prime is your ideal setup for that, to dodge a potential Ash. And or Scolding, hopefully, or Testalos to get a peek at my opponent's hand to discard a potential Pancratops, or Tackle Crusader, or does it work when it's like discarded? It might be the case. You know, I guess getting information about my opponent's hand, and hopefully, you know, Scolding or something like that, and plus Domain Lock, so that's a lot. But I mean, basically every card is at 3, so we're going into game number 5, going first, let's see what we get, and only Kuras is a tribute. Opening Maxi, not the best, but, you know, let's hope that this Pantheism goes through, and it does. That's, like, look at this, this is actually delicious, this is the nuts, this is completely the nuts. You have Return, you have Kuras, I still opt to pop the Return. You know, eventually on Chainlink 1, Kuras, Chainlink 2, I search Ether during my opponent's turn to get potentially another Tribute Summon on board. I have the Domain Lock, plus Stormfort for Ether, that's, I'm delicious. I immediately again, you know, blow him away with Maxi and use Stormfort, so my Scolding now is live for the potential Lightning. It's there again, just draw the out, and the out was there, but nope. The Scolding is, and that's why, you know, Scoldings were side decked for Twin Twister or something like that back then. Get another Tribute Summon on field, just in case, right? But Pank would have been dropped, right? So again, I have a double Tribute Summon, yeah, Kuras and Ether, yep, are both on the field. Erebus is going to get bounced back, and this is my game, this is my duel, even though before this matchup I was like, if Monarchs, and again, I'm honest, if Monarchs are not going first, you're not winning this. Like, closest, a 3-2, but in favor of Adamancipators, but going first, there is a slight chance, and Adamancipators isn't really the deck that has the room to main deck, what is it, 10 hand traps, triple Ash, triple Imperm. You know, those are fantastic against Monarchs, but yeah, this is what it is, but we'll come to that in a couple of moments. So Maxi for the it's not going to matter, no, you can't use your extra deck. I guess you can attack over Kuras, but another Scolding, not sure what my set is it another Stormfort? Again, I'm finally able to drop Idea. Again, you don't want to risk any hand traps. Yeah, it's another Stormfort set, GG. So, big problem though is that, okay, so Monarch gets the 3 points, but it lost its matchup against Gandora X FTK 3-1. So that means that, as you see here, Adamancipators is the deck with currently the most points here in this particular group. So it will, you know, be placed first place, will move on to the top 16 as a winner. But second place, we have a tie, Gandora X versus Domain Monarchs, and you know how that works. We've seen it in the past. Their individual matchup, Gandora X won 3-1, so that's why Gandora X will move on to the top 16 playoffs. Monarchs are out, it is what it is. Okay, next matchup we have Chainburn versus Twilight, so the first matchup here in Group C. Okay, guys, that's it, thanks for watching, feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video, leave me signing out, peace.